Okay, if you have any questions, you can ask your questions. And Cole, you can try to take away the sometimes and give into the now time, the timeless now. That is the important work, is the timeless now. Okay, so we have a big announcement, everybody. And this is pretty exciting. This is pretty interesting stuff. And I have a responsibility to meet the needs of my donors and my supporters. Um, okay, so a friend of one of my students has set up this GoFundMe project. And let's take a look at it. Actually, GoFundMe is banned in uh, Vietnam, where I live. Shiva probably knows that. Um, no, this is not. This is not to get Shiva a phone. And this guy is really does not have the money to buy a phone and is in a difficult situation.
If you
But
wish to, if you wish to donate some money to me so I can buy a new phone to prevent this lag that you see here, you can go by my website here, shivakailash.com/donate. All proceeds will go towards my purchase of a new phone so I can live stream.
yeah, okay,
Thank you very much. Who's
okay,
donated?
all right, good for you, Shiva. But if you really need a new phone, you come and ask Seattle for a new phone. You don't ask the helpless and hopeless people of the world and try to trick them into donating money for you. You ask a real spiritual master if that's what you need. Shiva hung up because it got too intense and he's very attached to his YouTube channel and he's worried that he could have some issues with that. Whereas for me, please take this goddamn thing away from me as soon as you can. And we'll move on. We will move on. We will grow. Kira, can you post? Well, you probably can't post the link in the chat, can you, Kira? Let me see. I'm going to post the link in the chat for everybody. Kira has set up this GoFundMe for the Monk Life Meditation program. I did not set this up. This is set up by one of the students. Wow. So look at that, everybody. We're going to pin that right here. Do we have any questions? What's on your mind? Mitchell Fitzpatrick is saying they're going to send 1,000. Sounds good to me, Mitchell. I won't stop you. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go. Look at this. Am I the devil? I am the opposite of the devil. I am not the devil. Now, even if you're not going to go and donate, please do go and take a look. Go and take a look at that GoFundMe. Let me know how it is. I can't access it right off the back of my hand because it's not available here in Vietnam for me. But you go and check it out. You go take a look at what it is. And apparently the goal is $3,000. Kira will collect that $3,000 and then we'll send that through Western Union to me here in Vietnam, and I'll pick that up in cash. Why the body paint and chanting? What's the point? I don't believe in Hippocrates. I don't believe in any of that stuff. So if you're a devotee of Hippocrates, I don't like that. I'm not interested in that. Well, if it's in cash, it's good. We can stay off the grid, right? A lot of people want to stay off the grid. Some questions are answered with silence. It doesn't mean that I couldn't try to answer, but for me, it feels like the best answer for some questions are silence. This is not pre-recorded, ASDFGIJKLXYZ. I'm 0.02% Congolese. So I'm technically mixed race. Thomas Dunster, welcome. So please do call in on WhatsApp if you'd like to have a more direct conversation, if you're very curious. I was a Buddhist monk for 7 years, and now I am sitting here at my home in Vietnam, practicing mindfulness and detachment. I am a cloud. I am the blue sky. I am the earth receiving a seed. I am Buddhist. Yes, I am Buddhist. And I'm going to put my WhatsApp number in the chat for those who would like to call. Jalen, if you want to call in.
Yes, Tristan. Yes.
Nancy Gauthier is in my bathroom, and she's doing just fine. She's here by her own free will. Even hell is temporary. The only thing that's permanent is impermanence. Even hell is temporary. Yes. Nancy decided to come here because she wanted to practice mindfulness and detachment seriously. So she came here of her own free will, and here she stays. We have someone calling in, everybody. Hello?
Hello,
Who's this?
this is Jalen.
And who is Jalen?
I was watching your live.
You're watching my live? Well, please introduce
I
yourself,
was.
Jalen. How old are you?
I'm not disclosing that information.
Okay. You are
Anyways,
what do you mean anyways? You answer my questions that I asked to you. How old are you, young man?
19.
You don't sound 19.
What do I sound?
15?
I answered your question, didn't I?
Okay, so what do you want to say to me, young man?
I have a question.
Yeah?
What are your handprints for?
These handprints are they're not for anything. They're just as they are, man. It's just that. It's like you see a disabled person. It's like you see a disabled person or you see a freak on the street, and a disabled person is not freaky or a freak because they're different than you. Imagine you see a freak on the street or you see a disabled person on the street. That's just the way that it is. There's no why about it. You might like for there to be a why about it. You might have some idea that there should be a why about it. There should be an explanation for why people with disabilities are disabled, but there's not a why answer. Why is the sun rising? Why is the sun there? Why is the moon there? Why is the ocean there? You see what I'm saying, everybody? You understand clearly what I'm saying? So this is a process. O mani padme hum. O mani padme hum. O mani padme hum. O mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. Look, we need to be willing to talk about and be flexible with suicide. How many people here know someone that has committed suicide? Taking a poll. Who here knows somebody who has committed suicide? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your brother. Wow, Necro. I'm sorry to hear that, man. 998. Well, I don't think that number works over here. I live in Vietnam. I don't know anybody who's committed suicide, as far as I know.
I do.
Shiva, do you?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's something that's realistic to talk about. And me doing this, I'm not making fun of people who commit suicide. I'm trying to get people's attention. I'm trying to bring maybe a little bit of commentary on the way of attention. Meaning, like, the way that most people are would be more likely to stop and watch someone preparing to end their own life than they would be to sit and listen to a monk. No, I'm not saying I'm a monk. I'm not a monk anymore. But if you just had a monk sitting on live stream, actually, I probably quit before I should have with the whole monk thing. I probably could have had a lot more going on in the age of YouTube Shorts. We didn't have YouTube Shorts live streams back in my day, back when I was a monk. I bet I would have killed on YouTube Shorts. More students, more followers, all kinds of stuff like that. And so it's also trying to get rid of some of this stigma about suicide and actually have a conversation about it and be realistic about it instead of just covering it up, hiding it, hiding how common suicide is. $150 viewers, 180 viewers, 190 viewers, almost 200 viewers right now. Yeah. Well, you're here now, Smoking Ace, so don't feel alone. We're right here. You can look at me. We can look at each other. You can look at me. You can see if I'm really here with you or I'm not. But the heart or the soul or the real self of your dog, you can still be there with them. I mean, it is a dog, but you can take your dog for a walk if you walk with mindfulness. If you walk with the fullness of being, then you can bring whatever you want to bring there with you. You know, bring that memory, bring that sense, bring that feeling, bring that energy of your dog into your heart and go and walk with that. Walk with that with being. Because in that inseparation, in that lack of separation, that's where the reality of our loved ones is. That's where the reality of our self is. So you can do that. You can practice with that. That's Thich Nhat Hanh. Let's start talking about clones. Let's start talking about reptiles. Let's start talking about the hologram field. Let's start talking about the ice wall. Let's start talking about flat Earth. Let's start talking about how Taylor Swift is actually the daughter. Taylor Swift is the daughter of the founder of the Church of Satan. I am what's known as a star seed. I'm not like you people. I'm not a normal person. I'm what's known as an indigo child. I have psychic abilities. I can read the minds of others. I can walk through walls. I can see through mountains. I can breathe clouds. I can breathe in the clouds. I was born a clone and I became my own version of myself through anti-cloning technology that Bill Gates released in 1942, but was covered up by the vaxation movement. Yes, I said it, the vaxation moment, which is something in between a vacation and a vasectomy and a vaccine. It's basically a vaccine made out of the principle of a vacation and a vasectomy. I have worked with clones. I have created clones, but I am no longer a clone. And Taylor Swift, I shouldn't even talk about that, because in talking about who Taylor Swift actually is, you may actually be targeted by the telephonic holograms that can basically, they're what's known as spirits or ghosts. The spirits or ghosts are actually telegraphic holograms, and they transpose themselves through the mutually shared identity of the original soul, which of course came from the unification of Beelzebub and Jesus. Beelzebub was trans, and Jesus was non-binary. So they had a child that we know as God. Actually, Jesus and Beelzebub were the original creators. It was basically sex between a trans being and a non-binary being. And that's what the first clone was made out of. The first clone was the daughter of a non-binary trans baby. And so that's how our Earth was created. Our Earth was created because of the reptilians, because the clone baby then it split into two because of the Big Bang. When the Big Bang happened, the non-binary intersex clone baby split into a reptilian and a primaloid. And a primaloid is basically what we know as a primate, but as a globule. And so the primaloid and the reptilian basically went to war. This is where Xenon comes in. So Xenon is from an alternate reality where God was a transvestite. And so this is transformational cryptography, basically, that we discovered when we looked deeper into dinosaur bones, because the reason that they display dinosaur bones like they do in the Smithsonian is because there's actually ether inside of dinosaur bones. There's ether inside of dinosaur bones. And what ether is actually, well, it's what they wash cars with. So the ether inside of dinosaur bones is actually what they use at car washes. And they use that because it basically creates a holographic identity for your car. Cars are one of the original life forms. Basically, cars existed long before reptilians did. So the race of Beelzebub was a car. Beelzebub was a non-binary car, and Jesus was trans. And so they didn't have a car baby, but that bloodline, those genetics, the car genetics got passed down to the non-binary trans clone baby. And then you had a reptilian and a primaloid with car genetics. And so eventually the great-granddaughter of the primaloid turned into a car when she was 14. And that's basically how Ford made all his money. So Ford is one of the original primaloid's children. And so his granddaughter turned into a car when she was 14, and he exploited that. He made use of that, basically. And that's where he got the design for the Ford automobile. Now, the 1800s was actually a movie made by Roosevelt in the 60s. Before the 60s, the 1800s never existed. But Roosevelt was a primaloid descendant. And so he had the globule that was used to make the original photo camera, or what was called a photo camera. It's actually what we know as today of quantum computing. Roosevelt created quantum computing with an aspect of the globule genetic that he received from Beelzebub and Jesus. It's Jesus's clone baby. So that globule is what's now being commonly said they're discovering quantum mechanics. They're not. Quantum mechanics is how the 1800s were created in the 60s, the 1960s. China doesn't actually exist. Chinese people are black in reality. But because they descend from the reptilian bloodline, so who's actually in control of all this, right? This is the question, right? Who is actually in control of all this? So Jesus got a vasectomy after he had the Jesus is the one that gave birth to the trans clone baby. And so after Jesus got that vasectomy, he created Sadhguru. Does anyone have any questions? All right. That's enough. That's enough, everybody. If you have a real question, you can call in on WhatsApp.
So Randy Marsh donated $2 Australian, and he says, Dr. Rob, opening minds to implausible theories. There is the WhatsApp number. Thank you very much for your donation.
Okay, everybody, we've got our first donation to the GoFundMe. This is big news. I got to set up a VPN so I can actually find the GoFundMe. You can call in directly on WhatsApp. This is very exciting, everybody. There's the WhatsApp number, so you can call in. And we've got big news. We've got big information here, everybody. We've got very big news and very big information. We've got a large donation for the new project. We're gonna get on a VPN and we're gonna check about that project. Get this VPN active. The new project, well, we're going to see the GoFundMe and we're going to see what the new project is. I didn't set up the new project. This is a community run project.
You're better off donating to me than to Dr. Bob. I need my phone.
Well, let's see what the project says. Okay, everybody, sound good? Let's take a look at what the project says.
I want to see this project.
This Opera browser looks pretty good, huh? You got Opera?
No.
Okay. VPN. I don't need Pro. I just need this VPN to turn on right now. The hell's going on here?
I see the GoFundMe link. Let's check it out.
All right. Here we go.
$100 raised. Wow.
Hold on.
What the hell?
Oh, Chanath has sent an image. All right, here we go. $200 raised. All right, so this is the new Monk Life Meditation Institute fundraising project started by Kira. Thank you, Kira. And this is what we read. Dr. Rob, my Bhante and the leader of Monk Life Meditation Institute, has dedicated his life to helping others find freedom from suffering. Through his YouTube live streams and in person teachings, he shares the mission of de identifying with surface level thoughts and ego, guiding people to go deeper into their minds and rewire their central nervous systems. His work has touched countless lives, including my own, and I am deeply grateful for the positive impact he has had on my practice and personal growth. Recently, Dr. Rob expressed a need for a motorbike to help him travel to and from temples and other locations. This would make his outreach within the community and with children much more accessible, allowing him to open doors for awareness and healing. With a motorbike, Dr. Rob will be able to expand his local outreach, travel more easily, and even take his live streams on the road to share more of the world's beauty and teachings with a wider audience. This opportunity will help him reach more people and deepen his impact on those seeking guidance and support. I am honored to organize this fundraiser as a way to show my gratitude for all that Dr. Rob has done. Your support will help him continue his mission and touch even more lives. Please consider donating or sharing this campaign to help Dr. Rob on his journey. Together, we can make a difference and support a leader who is truly changing lives. And I think that's something that we can all get behind. Let's get some W's in the chat, everybody. The GoFundMe link is in the chat, and you feel inspired to donate, and you feel inspired to give, and you will. All right, hello, welcome everybody. In gratitude, I will offer seeds of loving someone to. In gratitude, you have offered seeds of loving someone to. I know you're there for me, and I am so happy. In gratitude, you have offered seeds of loving someone new. I know you're there for me, and I am there for you. In gratitude, you have offered seeds of loving someone to.
Anyways, so
Shiva, people are sick of you sitting there pretending to meditate, man. You make me do all the work. You just sit there and do nothing as I do everything. You have seemingly have nothing at all to offer.
well, looks like soon we're gonna be in physical proximity.
Well, Jonah, we've got resources. We've got resources available to you in America. If you'd like to join the Buddhist group and stay at the temple and volunteer, get yourself a job, get yourself cleaned up.
Let's read some of your comments.
Send me a message on WhatsApp, Jonah. It's primarily in California right now, in LA. Another donation. We've received another donation.
But their target is only $600. Why not 3,000?
Don't you worry about that, big guy.
Well, I'm worried.
Wow! We've reached 200, everybody. Look at this. We've reached $600 in 30 minutes and 15 minutes of releasing our campaign. This is fantastic, everybody. Thank you, Janath. This is amazing. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How's your GoFundMe doing over there, Shiva?
Oh, it's doing good.
How much have you raised?
Oh, too much. Somebody asked me if I respect you. Of course.
Can you imagine that you're going to die, Shiva?
I'm not going to die. I'm permanent.
Imagine not being able to move your body.
You both
Imagine that.
I don't have to imagine that. That happens when I sleep.
Imagine you losing what you love. Imagine that, Shiva. Imagine you losing what you love. Imagine that. How does that make you feel?
Not too happy, I guess.
Astro Zombie says Shiva doesn't seem very bright. I think it's talking about your intelligence, not like your aura or anything. I think they're saying that you're not particularly intelligent, Shiva.
Definitely.
You don't seem particularly intelligent.
I'm more intelligent than that person, guaranteed, and they can prove it. I can prove it on Discord if we have a conversation. It'll become very evident who's more intelligent. Imagine getting a real job, Dr. Rob. Exactly.
Trying to lose the fake job that I have here.
Seems like all you love is money. I love money. He's smarter than you, Rob, you freak. Correct? Hypocrite, you put others down and direct your own flaws. I have to spell it out.
Robert says all Shiva wants is money, and he can't get it. So he's a little gremlin, conniving and scheming, trying to find some way to make money.
Robert, if I had a name like yours, I'd also be making comments on people's live streams like that.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Stop meditating, Shiva, somebody says. I can't. It's in my nature. Too meditative. Art Cox, he has a problem with me. He can't get it out. I'm gonna put him into a corner for 1 minute or for 10 seconds. Art Cox, you're timed out for 10 seconds. Blowing out someone's candle doesn't make you shine brighter, red shirt. Correct. Wow.
It doesn't change the fact that this Shiva character is nothing.
I'm not nothing.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
The people on my live stream are bright. Brighter than whatever you got going on over there. And yeah, Art Cox says, I don't like either of you. LOL. Oh no. Okay, Art Cox, you're gonna be put in a timeout for 1 minute. Next. So my followers here, they know. Okay. Okay, Art Cox, time to go in a corner for 1 minute.
Caroline, she says Shiva is uneducated guru. Sounds like somebody who knows what they're talking about.
That's a very high compliment. Thank you very much. An uneducated guru means that you learned all your knowledge.
No. That's not what they meant.
Thank
they
you
meant
so
you're
much.
just not educated, man.
Thank you very much. And you write it as a insult, but she meant it as a compliment. Thank you. So Rob, you're not too bright. Not too bright.
Excuse me? What did you just call me?
Not too bright.
What did you say before that?
What? Can you help me understand the purpose of this live stream, Stacy says. Sure, I'll help you understand this. Red shirt is a bully. Well, people here get it.
All right, everybody. Well, I'm on my way out.
Yeah. I'm on Shiva's side. Thank you very much. Rob tries to put people down. Correct. We gotta get him out of here. Guys, send more messages. Where is the spirituality here? Up your ass. So you have an opportunity to call Mr. Rob here.
I think they are paying for it. Hey, Dr. Rob.
So do you think the people think they're like really good at AI, or are they fooled?
They're fooled.
They're fooled. So they actually do think they're talking to a real girl.
Yeah.
Probably older
Dr.
people.
Rob, my friend, you're looking very good today.
Yes, I agree with that.
Your eyes You're pretty.
Okay, that's enough. Anyways, we got 57 people watching this. This is not up to my standards. I don't know what happened. It must have been that face paint of yours. Push people away. Or maybe it's my lag. God, please. Anybody has $5 to spare? Send it over on shivakailash.com/donate. And I'm going to raise funds to get a new phone. So scramble some couch cushion money and send it my way. And I'm almost halfway, actually. So, yeah, send it. Rob ruined it, correct? Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach and live stream from the beach, something that Rob can't do over here.
Nice. So your flight is the same as before, Shiva.
Okay, so 15th.
Mix up. Yeah, it was a mix up.
That's good because I'll be coming on the 15th, and we'll stay up. That's Mahashivratri, so we'll stay up the whole night. I'm teaching lessons about spirituality then. Why are you shaking your head? No, what's going on with you? You gotten confused? You're not.
Shiva, you're not going to be navigating anything. You're not going to be directing anything.
I'm manipulating your mind subtly. Yeah, you don't know spiritual knowledge. So Sadhguru says that you can get hurt if you sleep that night. I don't want you to get hurt. You're gonna stay up.
What are you humming over there, Travis?
So, yeah, my subscribers here are saying that I shouldn't go, and I'm concerned.
Take a poll. Take a poll from your followers. Should Shiva Kailash Shambho come and train under me and come and meet my teacher and join the meditation retreat with my teacher, or should he not do that and stay as far away as he possibly can?
All right, I'm gonna start a poll. Whatever the suggestion is, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care. And we'll give it like a few minutes for people to comment. So it looks like this is. You don't even know how many comments I have saying that get away from this guy, don't see him, this, that. So it's not good.
That's right, Kamada Dalkar. That's right.
So it's not looking too good for you, Dr. Rob. I don't think I'll be seeing you very soon. So let's see what the polls are. 26 people said already. Oh, overwhelming majority. 70 to 30 saying no. Contensity, you lost your status privileges of being a member here.
Yeah, Condensity's done paying you monthly, giving you $9 a month for the garbage that you put out there, man. I'm sorry, but if
Putting out
you look
garbage.
at if you look at the past month of Shiva Kailash Shambho's YouTube channel, you'll find sexual harassment allegations. You'll find self-admitted actions of fraud, and you'll find a lot of controversies and a lot of negative things. So he's Contensity smartened up. Good for you, Contensity.
Fraud. I didn't submit to fraud or any of that. Anyways, Quantum Chan's donates $2 super chat. Thank you very much for your donation. And he says, Rob, bring teacher to live stream and tell us he's good. Yeah, he'll bring me onto the live stream. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Be teaching. So
Don't come here without your new phone, man. That's one warning I can give you.
look at this. Guys, if you wanna save me, Rob, please donate a new phone to me.
So voice message coming in.
I can't donate. It doesn't let me access nothing. I don't know why. So
a Jewish
I
person.
suppose there some technological stuff. I'm not so expert like you, and well, we'll try later.
Or could be Iranian.
Italian.
could be Italian, could be all kinds of different things.
Is her name Maria?
I don't know who it is, but they're not an American. That's what I can tell you.
But is her name Maria?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I don't know how you start getting messages from people that...
How is Shiva a spiritual teacher when he lets YouTube comments make his decisions for him? Wow, somebody is very, very perceptive. Somebody's very, very perceptive. Interesting. Interesting, Jonah. You're a new member of the community, and yet you see the way that it is. As long as those comments are going on the back of a $1 bill at least, or even 50 cents, 25 cents, he looks the part, and he'll take on the positions of anybody who gives him a couple bucks.
Shiva, stay away from Rob. He's going to get you caught in some BS over there. Trip says. I mean, Intensity says, once you said you weren't enlightened, I was done, LOL. I should have lied. Should have lied and said I'm enlightened. I'm definitely awakened, but enlightened, that's a whole different story. Dr. Rob, can you give a shout out to Jesus? Dr. Rob is done. This is the last live stream I'm ever doing with him. He's going to India with me. You're going to India, right? I don't know what kind of smears those are on his face, but he said publicly that his paint ran out. So some things is not adding up. So the flight is already booked?
Okay, Jonah P says, sometimes I feel like, different people are the same person, you know what I mean? But of course, Jonah, you're just Jonah. Jonah says, that's why I like you, Rob. You are yourself and not easily influenced. I like genuine people. Shiva seems like a snake.
Listen, buddy, you come over to my live stream and you tell me that to my comment section.
Cole H says, Shiva would lose a ton of engagement if he stopped streaming with you. And laying it on a little bit heavy, everybody, today. Okay, Veronica says, that's not appropriate, Veronica. I'm not going to be making light of anything like that.
I'm going to read it. What is Veronica saying?
The truth.
Okay, Veronica. Ask Shiva if it's true. There's no much difference between Shiva and... Oh, Veronica. Oh, Veronica. Oh, Veronica. Intensity, this is our channel together. I'm letting Dr. Rob borrow some space here, real estate. And by the way, that's not a handprint. That's something else. Arabian Princess 1998 says, I didn't know that I could speak. I can. When Dr. Rob is exhausted, that's when I get my chance to speak.
Okay, Frankenstein. And that's very convenient that Frankenstein would be showing up here because last night I watched Mystery Men. Who here knows the movie Mystery Men? Who here knows the movie Mystery Men with Captain Amazing? Mystery Men with Captain Amazing. Anybody here know that? So here we have the villain of Dr. Rob's show. Don't think you're going to strap me down and shoot me with a super laser, buddy. Frankenstein says, I've watched a few of your videos. I'm fully convinced this is a parody channel of a spiritual teacher. But the comments seem to think you're actually teaching something here. Good luck, Frankenstein. But this Captain Amazing isn't so easily defeated.
Anyways,
Well, you might mean no harm, Frankenstein, but it's just a ridiculous statement. So you're either intentionally misleading people or you're a fool. There's no two ways about it.
so I ended the poll and the results are in. Should I go meet Dr. Rob in person? Looks like it's not looking too good for you, Dr. Rob. So, sorry to say, but I'm just not feeling it.
Okay, Frankenstein goes on to say, how so? You're dripping in ego, and you are dripping in what I would professionally call, they call me Dr. Rob for a reason, what I would professionally call fuckhead syndrome. And so those with fuckhead syndrome are very lucky to be in the presence and to be around Dr. Rob because you can receive the anti-head fuck medicine.
So, Contensity says that he will member up if I go and see Dr. Rob. I guess I'm going to have to risk the axe and go because membership is very important. And I like seeing you with emoji next to your name, Contensity. I will go.
Intensity.
And only
This guy's
if
a
you-
snake. This guy's a
But-
snake, Intensity. Look at him.
Contensity, you only join membership, YouTube members,
This guy's a snake.
from an Android or a web browser or a laptop or a computer, but not iPhone YouTube app because they take huge fees.
This guy's a snake.
Okay, Contensity, you got yourself a deal.
He's a hobo snake.
Anyways, I'm done with this. I don't even know
And
why.
he's a freak.
I don't know why I keep taking this. Why do I just let these insults pile on? What? I need to
Oh
leave
my
my
gosh.
friends.
Tom and Dunster says he's only here for money. He's a bum. He's
What?
certainly not here giving anything or sharing anything. He's just sitting there.
I'm giving the most important presents of my time and anybody. V for Vendetta, Jesus Creed. William Gaming, thank you for the super chat. I don't know what that
I
means.
bully Shiva for his own good. I bully him to embarrass him publicly and to shame him socially to get him to change the way that he's living his life.
So, I'm giving something much more valuable than Dr. Rob can, actual presence and spiritual awakening. This energy that I can provide here is unlike anything that Dr. Rob can do ever. And I'm just giving him the stage to talk and ramble his nonsense and just let people get bored.
Cole H123. Shiva acts like this is so hard for him, but without streaming with you, his channel would be dead.
Listen, buddy, my channel wasn't dead before this Dr. Rob guy came in, and my channel certainly won't be dead after he's gone, or he's still here. So, stop it. And you should see the comments that Dr. Rob sends me on WhatsApp when he wants me to join the live streams. He wants to live stream with me. The things that you see behind the scenes don't add up to his person.
Russia I7T. Shiva looks more like a scammer who can't even use his real name. If I have to choose between Dr. Rob and Shiva, I'll choose Dr. Rob. And we know his real name, just FYI, everybody. We've done a lot of research on this character. We've done a lot of research on the allegations against him. We've done a lot of research on the history of him. And I'm not going to bring anything up out of the blue right now, but I would just say if you want to know anything about this guy, go to your local AI model, Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, and ask that AI model for information about this Shiva Kailash Shambho character. Ask that AI about the allegations against him and all that.
Don't ask. Don't ask. Just Believe what I say when I tell you that the only reason why I do these live streams is because Dr. Rob has blackmail on me.
It's so weird. It never happened to me, you know? Not even in PayPal. I don't know what's happening. You saw in YouTube and others too, some other places, but now I don't know. It's not my bank account. I can't even access the link or that.
That's enough.
We can receive up to $3,000 a day by Western Union here in Vietnam. So don't be shy if you're ready to give. If you're ready to give a lot, we'll make arrangements to pick that up today. It can be a one-to-one situation, one-to-one with you and your bank account and the Western Union app, and one-to-one with me with the local Western Union pickup. And
We're not in the same house. Stop it. Stop exposing our secret.
Luz Vertical says, sometimes what we desire the most is what can destroy us. I've never heard truer words.
Anyways, I'm done with this nonsense. I'm quitting the relationship with Dr. Rob.
John Shivas says, play with Dr. Rob's fire, you'll get burned. Shiva's just a YouTube comment parrot. I think you guys should have a debate on spirituality. That would be great content. This guy doesn't have a single thing to say with me when it comes to real spirituality. Same with a lot of people here. That's why they call me Dr. Rob. Okay, everybody? Thomas agrees. Nicole agrees. Everybody's agreeing. And Shiva, you've drained out. You know, they talked about drain the swamp. Dr. Rob's going to come in and drain the swamp on Shiva Kailash Shambho's YouTube channel. And I tell you what, it's really, really true. It's really, really true. Because a lot of those supporters and the real subscribers of Shiva's channel they had a black eye, the dark eye. And I came here and I've spread my light, and those people have disowned Shiva and disowned his work. And I've put him in a position, and I've put his channel in a position to be cleared out and emptied out and finished out. And he knows that that's true. That's the look you're seeing on his face. But he has no other choice at this point. He thought I was somebody who he was going to exploit. He thought I was someone who was going to be a useful tool for him to get views and make drama. And it turned out that that tool became the teacher for Shiva. So I am Shiva's primary spiritual teacher and mentor right now. In every way of spirituality, besides Shiva grandstanding and posturing about ethics and different things like that, but in every metric that his life is living, I'm in control of it. I have an authority over it. I have a word over it. And there's nothing besides his sleep and his eating and his watching Nick Fuentes that is not under my direction and under my guidance and my reality. Thomas Dunster says, where did you learn how to be a spiritual teacher? Where did you learn how to be a self-conceited retard? That's the same place that I learned how to be a spiritual teacher, okay? Thomas Dunster, basically you own Shiva. Basically, yeah.
Nancy Marie says, every time I come in here, I am just as confused as the first time. Welcome, good to see you, Nancy. That's the real problem.
Shiva is a Nick Fuentes follower. He's a Canadian Nick Fuentes follower. And my views just surpassed Shiva's. So I have 39 viewers, Shiva has 35 viewers. And in all those views that Shiva had, he only has 38 likes, where I have almost 50 likes.
It must be because of something.
Travis says, a petty fight required 2 egos and no truth.
So I'm gonna go to where Dr. Rob is, and I'm gonna teach him a lesson.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah, Nancy Marie says, I don't base my opinions on likes. That's a very wise person.
How about you base your opinions on this?
Okay, Trip, I hope you go take a trip, okay? Because you need a little bit of a timeout.
Did you hear that? Everybody hear that?
I'm not impressed. Not impressed at all.
Cole H says, careful with inviting Shiva over, Dr. Rob. He's going to be awake watching YouTube at 4 a.m. on your couch telling you he hasn't slept all night. You don't know the half of it, buddy. Imagine waking up early in the morning to use the restroom, or late at night, whatever you want to call it, walking out of your door and seeing Shiva without permission, using your couch and your table, your electricity, and your very expensive LED lights for live streaming, with a warm light, with a reddish warm light, sitting in full regalia of some outfit, and sitting there seriously sweating while he listens to a demonology pickup artist in a Zoom meeting, acting like he's at a ceremony or something, bringing that energy into my home. It took every bit of me, it took every bit of my self-control to not grab that laptop, his shitty old Toshiba laptop from 2008 that he uses, and to smash it on the ground, bringing that kind of energy into my home. And he sat there for hours getting scammed and manipulated and bringing that demon energy into my home. Mama Bear, thank you for $20. Scott very clearly says, without Dr. Rob, Shiva is dead. Dr. Rob is revival to his Discord, career, and his channel. Thomas Dunster says, Dr. Rob, where did you learn your spiritual teachers? I have a question for you, Thomas Dunsters. Where did you learn to be such a little fucking bitch?
Perfect Cow says, wow, Shiva, he's so jealous of you. That's not, you're not the only one to say that. Nancy Bree has a quiet comment. She says, "Why listen to a guy who looks like Wilson from Castaway? You couldn't have said it better than I could." What did you guys think that time? Anyways, we're losing viewers because my lag is so bad. My phone just cannot handle the live stream. So please, if you go to shivakailash.com/donate, you can donate. And I'll be able to buy a phone before I see Dr. Rob. That's my goal. I'm almost halfway there, so I need approximately $300 more, $300 US, and it's go time, baby. Will Gaming is live says I'm not lagging at all. So can you see me? You see how the frames skip, and when I move back and forth, it's just a humongous lag. So that's my phone's processing power is not strong enough to handle this. We'll give Dr. Rob some time to contemplate his life choices. Wow, we're at 18 viewers.
Somebody's calling in. Furniture store. It says My Wood Floors Furniture, open 24 hours. This is a business account. Flooring installation and finishing. Well, I've got your private information now, buddy. You think you're going to mess around on my phone? You're not going to play on my fucking phone, buddy. Message from Kira Lynn. Speaking of GoFundMe, let's get Dr. Rob's GoFundMe to the next milestone. Every cent counts, everybody. We have a live, active GoFundMe set up by Kira Lynn. Call in on WhatsApp, everybody.
Jordan, you're saying that there's no lag? You don't see lag for me on my side? Dave Moon, what do you see when I move back and forth? Do you see my frame skipping?
My main spiritual teacher is Nunya, Thomas.
Oh, there we go. There's a comment from Diddy. I wouldn't expect anything less. You are useless. We are only gonna watch Dr. Rob, not you. Well, Diddy, you're the right person for the right man.
All right, we got some comments for Shiva's little fake story about lagging and he needs a new phone. Will Gaming says it's barely even a skip. Jordan Alice says, "Oh, I do see it. It's very slight." David Moon says a little bit.
What are
David
you
Moon
talking
says
about?
it's not bad, but you need a new phone. Wink.
Look, I'm gonna show you the live stream, live footage from my computer.
It's not bad. Call in on Thomas. Call in on live stream, Thomas. Call in on my WhatsApp, Thomas. You want to ask questions to Eckhart Tolle? Good luck. Okay?
You see how laggy it is?
You got to pay up.
Watch.
Imagine black people. Black people weren't allowed to be spiritual, right? Right?
Anyways, I've had
Who are
enough.
Who are you to say that this isn't my culture? Who are you to say that this isn't my way? What do you want to do? What do you want to do with me, huh?
Well,
I just told you, motherfucker, Thomas. You want to talk to me, you call me on the fucking phone.
Jesus, this is your spiritual teacher.
You can't hear what I fucking said?
So it lags on my computer on my side, not on Dr. Rob's side. So it's my phone. It's not anything else.
They were acting white, but feeling black.
What?
You heard me. They were acting white, but they were feeling black.
The Wi-Fi is extremely fast. It's 200 megabytes of upload speed. So it's like extremely fast. Fastest internet in ever.
In the world. Lies to you, promises we cannot keep. Now they fenced us in like sheep. Something our head. Send us up on mission land. Got us to read, to write and pray. And they took the children away, the children away. Holy slave, you do understand. You'll give them this, but you can't give. Teach them how to really live. Teach them how to live, they said. Billy ain't coming said. Taught them that, they taught them this. Now there's taught them prejudice on the children away. The children away all braving and braving the mother cry, forget their dad. Being running, fighting mad. Seas were falling down. Yeah, Jacob and Missouri's drowned. He said, "You're not my kids, and you fight me." They took us from our family. Oh. Mango altar than it is a Sadhguru altar.
Okay, I'm done here.
Ajahn Nanya, that's right. Ajahn Nanya. A Jew Jacob said, "Do you think about working a job to get money for a motorcycle?" We have the GoFundMe right here, Jew Jacob. So everybody, please feel exceptionally generous with the GoFundMe. Also, consider to send me $3,000 through Western Union at your leisure. And we're going to wrap it up here, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining and participating. This is the end of our live stream. Thank you very much for being here and taking this seriously. And I wish you luck in your life and in your path. And I hope everything works out. Hope everything works out well. Let's begin the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 'Not enough people are joining in the countdown. Let's start back at the beginning. Let's start back at 10. 10, 9, 8. Travis, I want to see you putting in your work on this countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all, folks. See you on the other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Disengage.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to the beach, and you're not, and it's gonna be wonderful.
What?
Beach. Anyway, all right, I gotta go. I'm a busy guy. I'm too busy for this. This is not important enough for me. I got important things to do. Can't you see I'm busy? Stop it. I don't have time for this. Okay. Anyway.